Shalom. Shalom. First and foremost, we give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, Hashem Kodash. Double honor to the apostles, the great millstone, taught me his truth. And blessings all you sincere labors out there pushing his truth in all sincerity and faith and honesty. I am thy fellow servant, Kanakala, coming at you once again from JMS Tampa Bay 12. I'm profitable servant, St. Petersburg, Florida. Yahushai the Holy One. Now I'd like to thank Yahweh Hashem Yahushai for putting spirit on me to do another lesson. And for you brothers that can literally bear with me, man. There's a lot of noise going on. Doing the best I can do. The door closed, so if you hear all this noise in the background, please forgive me before I start this lesson. And this is pretty much the downfall of America. Just here to edify you brothers, man. All right. Pretty much give that comfort, you know, within all of this, man, that's going on, man, because we wait to see America, the downfall of America. All right, the scripture say, blessed is the man that see the downfall of his enemy. And this right here just brings comfort to me. So Lord will, it brings comfort to you, man, to see this information here. It says Venezuela to use rubble and trade with Russia to bypass U.S. sanctions. As you can see over there in Venezuela, pretty much America has caused that great turmoil over there in the Venezuelan economy, because Venezuela sits on one of the world's, if not the largest, oil reserves. All right, and America wants that oil, that resource, that that black gold they call it, and they want it by force, man. So what they did was pretty much undermined the Venezuela by putting sanctions on them, so they can't pretty much sell their trade their oil, man, or sell their oil. All right, because the U.S. dollar is the world's reserve. All right, and in order, if you want to do international transactions, you have to pretty much use the U.S. dollar. But if America has cut you off from the market, from using the U.S. dollar, then you can't sell your oil. So this is what Venezuela and Russia is going to do. All right, to be able to sell amongst each other, they're just going to use the Russian currency, which is beautiful, man, because this shows you straightforward that America is getting ready to fall, man. All right. For the last couple of years now, man, I say within the last 5 years, plus, man, these countries have been talking about buying gold, using other currencies. So, lose my train of thought. I had to pause the video for a sec. Well, I'll just start off where I left off. But, speaking on this again. All right, this is the downfall of America, man. Last couple years, countries have been saying how they've been dumping the U.S. reserves and not using the dollar no more, man. And why this brings so much comfort to me, man, is because that's how America is able to pretty much control its empire, is through the currency, man, having their money, all right, wrapped in these other nations, all right, system. All right, so when these nations begin to take this U.S. dollar out of their system, flush it out of their system, all right, that's going to cause hyperinflation over here in the States, which is so beautiful. So without further ado, I'm just going to get right into the lesson. Matter of fact, before I get into the video, I'm gonna bring out the scriptures. Jeremiah chapter 51, verse I'm going to start at 5. For Israel hath not been forsaken, nor Judah of his God, of the Lord of hosts, though their land was filled with sin against the Holy One of Israel. So even though we so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans sin against the Heavenly Father, he hasn't forsaken us, man. All right? And this is clear evidence, man, because in order for us to be redeemed, in order for us to come into that kingdom, to come into rulership, all right, this current kingdom has to fall, it has to drop. All right, so that's why this is so beautiful and so comforting, man. You know, call halal Yahweh Shemi Shai, man, because brothers are ready to get out of here, man, and ready to rest. All right, the scripture say he shall seek to wear out the saints of the Most High, man. All right, and that's what's happening. You know, brothers are catching hell all throughout through this kingdom, and not just here in America. All right, all over the world, because Esau Edom has control over the whole world. Right? It says, "Flee out of midst of Babylon, deliver every man his soul, be not cut off in her iniquity, for this is the time of the Lord's vengeance; he will render unto her recompense." And this is how he begins to do that, man. All right, by systematically breaking this place down, and that's the best way to start is cutting off the monetary system, so to say. All right, you have no money, man, you're done. It says Babylon hath been a golden cup in the Lord's hand, and Babylon has, man. Right? The Lord set Babylon up just to show his power in his great destruction and destroying this place. It says that may all the earth drunken, the nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad. All right? It says Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. Howl for her, take balm for her pain, if so she may be healed. All right? We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed, and this is a wound. All right, this is a wound. Look at that. Venezuela to use rubble to trade with Russia to bypass U.S. sanctions. Come on, man. You know, so really, the America is shooting itself in the foot, man, because you go back to Habakkuk the seventh, it's like in the 2nd chapter. It tells you that, you know, shall not all this take up a parable against him? You know, that man pretty much that increaseth that which is not his. Instead of just ruling the nations in righteousness and, in fair, being fair, man. All right. You want to take over their resources. But here it is. Venezuela would have still been using the U.S. dollar to trade their oil. You know, Russia would have as well. But what, you got too hungry, you got too greedy. So these countries are tired of it, man. So they're seeking to destroy you, and it's really the Heavenly Father putting a spirit on them to do these things, man. All right, putting a spirit on them to rouse up. You know, that's the Most High. You know, so going back to this, the scripture says, we would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her, and let us go everyone into his own country, for her judgment reaches unto heaven, and is lifted up even unto the skies. So it says, forsake her, let everyone go into his own country. That's going to bring me into this next heading right here. It says, in gold we trust, wanting confidence, in U.S. sends world central banks into buying on a buying spree. And as you can hear in the background, once again, Satan's working heavy, but this is part of the battle, all right? Brothers, we have to endure all things, man, to finish unto the end, all right? Hold strong. Satan's losing, and this is his last time, all right? It says governments around the world have recently been on a gold buying spree. These countries have a tactful reason for doing so, and the reason is directly tied to anticipation of inevitable end of the U.S. hegemony. All right, so the end of the U.S., man. Okay, it says central banks are among the largest purchasers of gold. I'm gonna get some of the points here. Most interest, however, is the class of countries that we find are turning to hoarding more and more gold, many of which are deemed to be adversaries of Washington. All right. As always, Russia is the largest buyer of gold, and that goes back into the video I did yesterday. I will stir the meats against them. All right, so it says Russia is the largest buyer of gold. In 2018, Russia's central bank purchased 274.3 tons of gold. It also dumped 80% of U.S. Treasury debts. We will come back to why this is important later. All right. Russia leads global gold purchases to reduce reliance on U.S. dollar. That's a wound. All right. And I'm just, and just show you why gold, because gold is actual value, man. All right. While many countries may have vested interest in moving away from strange hold of the U.S. and rely less and less on dollar, we will have to ask ourselves. All right, so pretty much just to, not to really go into that because I don't want to make this video too long. All right, gold holds value, man. It has weight. It's worth something. All right, and originally, before I believe Nixon removed the gold standard from the dollar, all right, the dollar was backed by something, of weight, of value. The scriptures tell you about the deceitful weights. All right, so you can see here in Gold We Trust, man, just bringing out this information, brothers. We almost home, so just hold tight, man, and stay strong, really. The Lord has put a spirit on me to really just, accept these afflictions and accept, the state of the battle, man. And it's only going to get worse, and it's only going to get harder. It says, we would, back in Jeremiah 51 verse 9 says, we would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her. Let us go everyone to his own country. All right. And that's why I brought that article out. All these other countries are buying gold. All right. So they forsaken her, going to their own country. For her judgment reaches unto heaven and is lifted up even to the skies. All right. The Lord hath brought forth our righteousness. Come, let us declare Zion the work of the Lord our God, and our righteousness his ministry. All right. Come, let us declare Zion the work of our God, and we're declaring him. All right, amongst the people, all right, the nation of Israel, the hopeful elect men, right, on the four corners of the earth. And the Lord is going to pretty much come through for us and deliver us, man, but first his kingdom has to fall. So with that, I'm going to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh Shai Shai, double honor to the apostles, a great millstone that has been laboring and that taught me this truth and many other brothers as well. And blessing all you sincere laborers that's out there pushing this truth in all sincerity and faith and honesty. Shalom.